Hi guys, I know you missed me, so welcome back. Well, welcome me back. I'm sorry. Well, today we're going to be doing these new polygels that I received in the mail. I know this is something you guys been waiting for and what I've been waiting for to do. So let's get right into it. So right now, I'm actually pushing back my cuticles. Um, I've been doing my cuticles. I notice sometimes it will dry off and it hurts the side of my skin. So that's why I usually do it before I do my nails. So since I have those um, the cuticles lifted, I am gonna go ahead with my nail drill and um, kind of do a little bit more lifting on my cuticles with because sometimes it can be real sticky, especially if you have my type of nails. So I'm just gonna go over it. So this is gonna be a trial run for me. I wanted to work with polygel for the longest. As you can see, I've usually done the Gel X nails with the tips. So I wanted to try something new so that way it wouldn't just see how it goes. So again, as you can see here, I'm just going through my cuticles. Now, since I've gotten that lift or the sticky part out, I'm just going to lift it up a little bit using this nail bit. Um, I know there are just different types to nail bits, but sometimes just depending on my nail structure and who I'm working on, sometimes it just calls for a different bit. So it's just like me with my makeup brushes. Just the way my face is structured, I use just different brushes that suits my cheekbones or my chin, in that nature. So I just experiment. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, that's what I do. I just don't typically go by what they name it. Now I'm going in with my cuticle clippers just because I've already lifted and cleaned out my cuticles. So now I am going to go ahead and switch my nail bit. I'm going to go ahead and get the filer for these to sand down my nail beds, so I can get that, those ridges to hold onto my nails. So with this poly gel, I've gotten it. It was the one in my, I don't know if I did it on my previous video, but I will show you towards the end. So they come in multiple packs. I think it's up to 24, and they have different colors. A lot of them have glitter, but they're like 15 milligrams, I want to say. Milligrams, is that right? Okay, now that we have cleaned our cuticles and removed them and shine down the shininess on our fingertips or fingernail bed, I'm gonna go ahead and go with my dehydrator. Now this dehydrator got off Sheen. I love it. It has a little scent to it, but not too strong. And I'm just placing it, going over my nails. As you can see, it goes on shiny and it dries off real quick. So it does the job great. Now you just, once you get these painted on your fingernails, it takes typically 90 minutes for you to just kind of let it dehydrate your nail. And then after that, we're going to go with the primer. So that way it will hold whatever base that you're putting with your nail. So again, we're working with polygels and not regular Gel X tips like I normally do. So I don't know how this is going to go, if it's going to work, if it's going to stick. Um, but we will see. So I'm doing all my fingernails again as well. And it does, I don't know, it's a weird thing. I don't know if it's just me, but when I apply it on my nails, I can feel like a cool dryness to it. Kind of like, when you chew winter fresh gum, but for your nails. I don't know. It's weird. So the next step, we're going to go ahead with the primer. This actually came with the dehydrator pack. I wanted to get both at the same time. I didn't want to buy one individually just to save money and be quicker with my shipments. So it goes on very shiny. But again, kind of it goes on shiny, gives a little shyness to it, but it doesn't dry. It dries, but it doesn't like it leave like a liquid residue behind or anything like that. It just shines a little bit. So after applying these, of course, you want to wait 90 seconds roughly for it to dry completely before you put anything on there. And as you can see, my fingers are so badly shaped off. It's like all kinds of ways. So please excuse my fingers. And again, you don't have to, and then with this product, you don't have to keep dabbing in there. You don't need a lot. You could work three fingers in one dip. So now what I'm doing is I'm using the base coat so I can get a little extra hold on my fingernail with my polygel. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover my fingernails with this base. And of course, you're going to have to cure it. I cured this for 90 seconds as well. I did it for all my fingernails, as you can see. So I'm doing it one by one. So that way, if I do my nails or do the polygel, nothing sticky will come on it. So I'm just doing it one by one. So here I got my slip solution to begin with for Model 1s. This is the one that I got off Shein as well. It's on one of my previous videos. And I have the brush that came with it. I love this brush. It works so well. And then I have my little bowl for my slip solution. So this is the poly gel that I'm working with. So this is the name of the brand, Savaland. And it is a beautiful neon green color. I love it. This was the one that I first chose to do my nails with. So from here, I'm doing this lazy girl technique that I've seen one of the content creators use. So this is my regular gel X nails. I'm using, I believe, the ballerina cover tips. So I was going to see how this would go just to kind of do a trial and error. This is super long. I haven't wore these in so long. I'm usually doing short nails now that I'm trying to get back into my job as far as working with computers, call center vibes. So shout out to all my call center people. So I'm going to apply just a ball. And I do recommend that if you want it that long, it's going to take a lot of product. So I wasn't trying to get something that long. So this is a big no-no. What I learned with the slip solution is you don't want to construct the nail that you want as far as from your tip. From the part that you want to put your nail on your nail bed, do not use slip solution. So basically it's going to interrupt the bonding of the base and the polygel itself. Because it's a slip solution, it's going to slip off. It's meant to have it non-stick. So I ended up doing that, and it fell off. It fell off like maybe within 5 seconds when putting this on, because of course you're using the slip solution. So this one here was like a no-go for me. Again, it was a trial and error. And you want to make sure that the what is that point on your finger to be thick, because again it'll break off easily. So the lazy girl method is good, but you want to have it to where it is thick enough for the nail bed on the bottom of your nail. I forgot what it's called, please forgive me. So I did my nail. I hate I didn't do it in view. And you see there, that's it. That's how I had it. And I don't know why I did it, but I was like, this is too stupid. This is too long. This is not what I was going for. I wanted something small, but I overdid it. But to pull this apart, you will need something sharp or pointy to kind of break it from the polygel itself with the nail tip. So what I did was wiggle it around a little bit. I squeezed the tip, and then I pulled it out of camera view so I can go ahead and try to dig in it, the top part. So it did pop off, and it did come out good. I mean, there was no mess. The lazy girl method actually helps because it's towards your cuticles. You can sand it down, and then it gives you that perfect shape where you don't have to use too much filing. You can keep it as it is. All you have to file down is these sides, as you can see from here. Now you see how thin it is. So you don't want that apex. That's what it is. That's the word I was looking for. So the apex, you want to make sure you have enough poly gel. Now I didn't know. I was watching other videos on how to do poly gel, and of course sometimes they don't say anything. They don't go in um, detailed steps, but just make sure the apex does have a thick enough coating, thick enough to where it can cure and dry, but not too thick. If you want to do a thick layer, I'd suggest doing a second one, so that way the polygel will cure all the way through. Now, so switching over, I changed my, see, as you can see, I switched the nails because the nail actually popped off. So it's a different nail. I did my ballerina short tip gel X nails. And so I'm doing it with all my fingernails. Again, you want to get the apex. This is just my run, how I did it. Some of these nails did stay on. But again, as you can see, the apex is very thin. It's really gonna have it either crack or just really rip apart. As you can see here, you want to make sure you do have a gap, not a gap, but like you coat everything from the sides as well. Because I had a hard time, but all these nails, besides 3, I want to say, lasted me. I was able to put on my charms, and it actually comes out shiny. You didn't have to put no top coat or anything. So as you can see here, I'm trying to pop the top gel X nail off. Now it does require some work because sometimes when you push it towards the cuticle, it does get kind of stuck to the tip part. So you have to do like wiggling. I did mess up maybe one nail, gel X nail. The other nails came out fine. So as you see, I popped that off. And that's how it's looking like. It looks crazy, but just trust the process, you know. I just got to file it down and it works. And I got compliments too. I love the green. The green is very beautiful. I was trying to get it where it ombre my fingernails. So as you can see, that's how I got it. So what we're going to do here is going to go ahead and file it down. I'm going to do my my file first. File the sides down for all of them. And it's quick and easy. Like, you don't even have a lot of product. That's what's so good about this, is just you got to make sure that it's sturdy enough, thick enough. So again, this is my first time trying this. And I was actually surprised that it turned out pretty good. And it's just the fact that some of these were kind of like wonky ridges on the edge, which was fine. I know now how to get comfortable and do this type of nail. So again, to avoid these popping off, you want to make sure your apex is thick enough. So that, you see how quick and easy that is as far as just filing it down. You have your shape already. You're just cutting the edges, like from the bread. If you don't eat bread crust, just, rip them bitches off and you still have your sandwich. So I'm filing the front down. I did file the front down with my other drill bit just to kind of give it that sharp texture to it, or sharpness to it. Can't think of the word, sorry. But they look real good. I love them. I like how they ombre, but you can tell in some of my fingernails how thick it is and how thin it is. So while I'm doing that, I was just trying to figure out what other charms I wanted to put on here. And so with these tips, I already actually thought I was going to break them off when I was filing it, because I did feel some that were kind of loose. But I guess it was just kind of bendy. But You see how that is right there? Like, you want to make sure it's all lined up. Even if, and it's okay to get some products sticking out instead of, I rather have it out of my fingernail tips than in. Because I can always file it down, but trying to fill that in, that's and with slip solution already on it, it's gonna be hard for it to stay in there. So far so good. It's really thin though, as far as the shape. I didn't too much like it, but I worked with it, and it's a ballerina, of course. So um, let me go ahead and file these down, and then I will get back to you. All right, now that we have them filed down, as you can see, I'm gonna go over it on the cuticle part with my nail drill. Now, it's not a lot on my cuticle. It's just when I pressed it back a little bit, some of the product kind of lifted up to where it's like you can see where I pressed it down on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and smooth that area out, which is towards my cuticles. It's not that bad though. So I do, again, sorry for being out of frame. Again, I'm working with nearsighted set our eyeballs. So as you can see, I'm still trying to trim it down a little bit though. Just try to get some spots that I missed. I also want to make sure like the bottom part of your nail is smooth out too. Like, I don't know how to put it. Um, Not just the sides, but the bottom of it as well. So there you have it. It did come out with the little white spots on there. I didn't too much like it. I don't know if it was due to the slip solution or me brushing it down, which caused those type of air bubbles. I wasn't sure, but I was like, well, we're gonna do designs and charms over it, so it wouldn't really matter. And it kind of gave the like um a crystal or emerald type vibe, um marble effect. That's what I was looking for. So as you can see, this is all I'm doing. I am just smoothing it out on my towards my cuticles, because pressing that nail did push some of that product to overlap, and it didn't take nothing but a few seconds. I did it for all my fingernails because it did do it. So now this is how it looks without the top coat. And I'm surprised because this, without the top coat, it's very shiny. So I was amazed about this product. So far, so good. It was not that bad to handle, especially with the slip solution. Um, I did it. It is kind of hard to do the slip solution with your fingers, and the product sticks to your fingers while you're doing it through brushing the nail, the polygel on the nail. So now you see this bit drill. I'm going to just smooth out the front part, because I don't get, like, as far as filing the front part of your nails, I can never get that down to very sharp. So I'm doing it here. I bought this off Shein as well, and I love this product because it does its job. So it's smoothing out the edge part of my nail, the front part, and it works. I had it on 15 1500 R RPS, RBS, something like that. I don't know. I'm sorry. Um, but yes, again, this product I love. So it did turn out pretty good for my first time doing polygel. I'll tell you that. Like, I actually love these products. I just wish they had more of the product inside of the bottle instead of trying to, you know, get out on us, cheated me on that for real. So the designs and the charms that I'm gonna go with are, well, of course, I'm gonna do my top coat first because you got to get those little ashies around. You don't want it to be ashy. You see how my finger looks? It's like all shiny, and then you come down to the cuticle, and it's like, ooh, what you do? But these are what I'm working with. I'm gonna do some of the charms, see-through rhinestones, and some of the pearls. I want to do gold as well. But let's not forget the bottom part of your fingernail. Oh my goodness. This was a piece of work because I couldn't get in there. So I had to figure out what nail bit I could use. And you don't want to go ahead and try to file it all up underneath there. You just want to get it to where it sticks to your finger, your fingertip, because you need the thickness in order for it to last. You don't want your apex to be too thin and it breaks off. So as you can see with my top nail bed, it wasn't all that thick. So of course you're gonna need that thickness up under the fingernail, but you don't want it too thick. So what I did here was take this nail bit and kind of go up underneath it. So I did it and it came out pretty good. That one was really thick. Oh my god, that was really thick. I was like trying to dig a hole with a spoon in the driest desert ever with the hard ground, like in the canyon. Like it did not budge for me, so I tried. Um, so I did put top coat on. Well, I didn't put no top coat on it. I thought I did. Sorry. Um, So there it is. I did do my top coat. Now look how shiny that is. That is so pretty. You don't need nothing else. You see, like, what? I did that. Well, for my first try, I did that. I know I did. But of course, you guys can give me your constructive criticism. Don't be too harsh. I do take that with open arms. I'm just a nail artist. I'm not a nail tech. Um, I don't have my certification yet, but this is what I do for me in my spare time because I love doing it. So this is how the nail came out with the charms. I gotta do a better job than this. Sorry, you guys. Um, so that's how it came out. I did do some gold streaks and gold lines on the nail. Right here with D&D. I love their products. I do want to venture out, but some of these products are a little bit too much for my budget. So until then, I will just have to use these products. It did its job though. The gold part, I loved it. So as you can see here, this is what I did so far. Um, I think it turned out pretty nice. It turned out pretty good. I did charms. I was thinking about rhinestones, but I was like, no, those are the see-through rhinestones. I thought they were pretty great. And then I have these half pearl balls, which I decided to go with. I didn't want to do the whole pearl balls because I was just like, I already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna pop off quick because you cannot, like, unless you go over the ball with your rhinestone glue, which is this one here, is mine's. Once you go over it, you're gonna have to do like the whole ball, and that's just like it don't look right to me, honestly. That is my favorite rhinestone glue. I did switch over to something else, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that product up first before moving on. So on this little bitty nail, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the one of the half pearl on here. It is beautiful. So sorry for like being out of focus. Ugh, me, I gotta do a better job. So of course I gotta do a little touch up because my annoying behind did not get it everywhere. And of course I missed some spots. So great job, SP. Sorry. So let me go ahead and just get that in there and make it just like the other side. So I'm better with my right hand. I do love doing my right hand with my left hand, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So on this video, I only have done my left side for the charms. And plus, I was sipping on some Coronas while doing my nails. Yes, I know, tipsy, but La Playa waits. Ain't that what they say? So, that's how it's, well, where is it? Oh, yeah, I did do the cover just to make it a little bit more goldy. I applied my nail rhinestone glue. I did top coat this before I put my glue on, and then I redid it with my top coat. The reason why is because the rhinestone glue does look a little bit rubbery when it's in the light. So you want to make sure you, well, me personally, I just go over it with the top coat again. So it won't, give that reflection off where okay, this is glue. You want to kind of let it um, blend in with your nail and your top coat. So I was trying to do the rhinestone at first for this one, but it didn't look right. So I just went with the half pearl, as I said or mentioned before. And I was just having trouble. This baby did not want me to pick it up and put it on the nail. So let's get that on there. And I don't know why it took forever for me to put it on there. But as you can see, the glue does bulk up a little bit on the sides. Yeah, you see that? And look how cute that is. And sometimes you gotta, like, with me, my rhinestones, I could do freestyle, but sometimes I want to see how it looks if I was to kind of pre-structure it, I guess you want to say. Um, just kind of get it to where, okay, maybe this will look this way, kind of experiment with it. So I cured it, and boom, this is what you have. I think I had to re-cure it again, but this is now what, yep, going over with my top coat, sorry. And to see how it looks. So of course I don't put too much, because it doesn't even out, especially with your charms. You want to just apply a thin layer, since I've already did the top coat before I did the rhinestones and the gems. So you just really want a thin layer. You want to cover the gold as well, because with this type of gold that I'm using, Sheen, of course, this is not 10 karat gold, and this is not gold plated. This is, I don't know what it is, but you just want to cover it a little bit just to keep that gold in there, because of course, washing dishes, washing your hands, it rusts. So you just want to apply a thin layer. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm also making sure that there's no not too much of a thick anywhere that it makes it look off, and just it doesn't look right. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm making sure I do the sides of the pearl as well. And so what my crazy behind it was take, like, the little outside layer that got on my skin with the back of my tweezers. I don't advise this. So I was just being lazy because I recently got all my stuff together in my house, and I just didn't want to go through the hassle of going to get the cloth. But this is how it looks. I even did the oil. I have a lavender oil, cuticle oil. And look, I got some of that stuff on my skin, glitter. But I thought it turned out pretty good. And I'm sorry for my voice if I sounded like kind of constipated. I have been sick for a while. It's just weird allergy season. So that's the cuticle oil I have. This is what I got from Sheen too. I love it because it has a light lavender scent to it, and it actually goes on pretty nice. It stays and it moisturizes really well on my cuticles. So I really don't have no dry look on my cuticles, even after I get through filing or cutting down my cuticles. And I was surprised on how these nails came out. They came out really good, just for my first time trying polygel. I think I'm gonna do this again, just a different set, maybe shorter. I might just dry some duck nails because I am getting ready to type. Hopefully, I am in school, and it does kind of. It's not hard, but it's a little complicated when typing with long nails, unless you get that those high rise keynote tabs or whatever that helps when you have long nails and you just place it above your keyboard. But anyways, I just massage the oil in my cuticles. And again, I love it. It leaves a smooth and moisturized cuticle ends where my skin doesn't split. You know how after you get your little cuticles done and there's like skin peeling back? Yeah, no. So there you have it. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple tutorial on polygel, especially if you're on the cheap mode. I know some people go against it. That's fine, but it's beginners, and it's a trial and error. I rather do that on the beginners than trying to waste um, money on product that I know just, is too expensive. But this is the kit, the poly nail gel kit that had, I think, 24 different colors. This was from Shein as well. I got it for maybe $20. It came really quick. It came to my sister's house. I was actually in the transitioning of moving from Virginia to the South, which is Mississippi. So these are actually good products. I just hate the bottles. They do come half empty. And the other color, I'm just going to show you the colors too as well. Look at all these little small fun, tubes. Again, they are somewhat have I would say 75% full of the bottle. You could still feel the air, and you still got to squeeze it out like a freaking toothpaste tube. So, but you have all these different colors, all these different types to choose from. I did see some on someone's content where they made ombre, and I'm thinking about doing that as well, but I just don't know which colors. They're more of blue tones than there is anything else. Dark blue, light blue, turquoise. They have some pink. Again, they do have the glitter ones. I did open one up to kind of look at it and see how it is. It does come with instructions. I got my custom pass as well for, passing the border patrol or whatever. But it does have directions. It does give you the tips on how to do it. Again, I just advise you not to do the slip solution for the base of your nail, so that way it won't pop off like it did me. But here are the colors. That's the glitter one. So the first 4 of them are the glitters that I have. The blue glitter, red glitter, and that actually, the red glitter I did on my toes. Now it looks more of a pink color tone rather than red. And so you have the blue. I might just do the blue glitter and an ombre pink, maybe, I don't know, on my next set, just to see how it goes. But as you can see, I did this video before I put my nails on, since I don't have any nails on. There's a light pink color too. Sorry, it's in and out of focus. This camera is just really off, but I do have to get me a new one. But as you can see in the background, it comes with different one, and I love it. I love the fact the way it came. It wasn't busted. They're all sealed, so when you open it, it's sealed. It has a little silver seal on there. It does, if you have nails, of course, get some tweezers, pump that baby open, and then go to working. But I love it. These are exactly what I wanted, especially if you're a beginner. This will help you mold and do some creativity. And the fact that the lazy girl trend is easier because you don't have to shape file too much, and it sets shiny. So this is the one that I did on my toes, that one. And you can see it doesn't look red, it looks more of a pink color. But like I said, this is perfect for any beginner. I highly recommend you get it, especially if you're not trying to spend too much money. So as you can see, squeezing it out of the bottle, it looks a little red, but you have to keep in mind that when you do dry it a little bit, the color does go on a little lighter. It doesn't really set like it's supposed to, but I love it. I like it. I'm satisfied with my purchase on this. It's 15, as you can see, 15 mg or 15 ounce, whatever you want to call it, 53 ounces. It's perfect. Again, you can get around 2 sets off of this if you know how to portion it and get it correctly. But again, Shein does good. I love Shein. It works for me until I start to progress and get to become an expert, and I'll be able to do, do more and buy more, but this here, it's good. It's not runny, it's not sticky. I do advise you to rinse off once you cure it, to kind of go over, just rinse your nails off, scrub it with a little brush to get if there is any residue that you didn't get as far as setting it or curing it. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, you can go and look at the different colors that they have here. And again, this slip solution too, it works for me. The brush is awesome, all from Shein. So if you like my video, please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want me to do another set with a different color, let me know. Give me some ideas, some tips. I would love to do or create a set with your guys's suggestions, creativities. Again, thanks for the support and check out my other social media platforms. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, just stay tuned. I will be doing a lot more giveaways for the support. Always, thank you.